Welcome to the journey, a different kind of storybook. My name is Brother Charles Taylor and I am a storyteller. In my previous story, Emotions for Kids, I spoke about how I believe it is so important for us to have good people in our lives. Today's story is a continuation of that belief, which I wrote back in June 2011. So please, make yourself comfortable and see if you see yourself or someone you love in the story. It's story time. Today's story, surround sound for kids. Who do you hang around with? If we want to break free from our painful past and do good things in our future, then we must change our old playgrounds and old playmates. I believe that the people we choose to hang around with greatly shape how we think, how we act, and how we grow. I knew a man who was a young boy, grew up in a warm and loving home. His family believed in a good day's work. His mom's favorite story when it came to work was, son, if you're going to put your name on it, be sure it's the best it can be. That lesson stayed with him as he grew up. Now, he didn't always do it, but he did always remember it. I still remember it to this day. As a young man, his life was truly blessed, but like so many of us, he truly didn't always appreciate his blessings, and he abused many of them. Now, you might ask yourself, why would he do that? I did. And it got me thinking. One day, he and I were talking, and I asked him that very question. As he talked about his life, he realized that when things were too easy for him, that he often didn't appreciate them. Now, keep in mind, he came from a good home, so he knew better, but he often hung around with people that were just not good for him. Whatever we do may affect us for a long time, maybe even a lifetime. What my friend noticed looking back was that the people he chose to hang around with had little, if any, hope. They didn't dream, they were very selfish, and they were jealous of anyone who had more than they did. They didn't want much, and they had no hope about their future. It's been said that misery loves company. They were not going to let anyone get ahead of them or get out. Their view of life was very small, so they didn't get much, and they didn't make much of their lives either. There's a story about crabs in a bucket. Does anyone know what a crab is? Well, being from the Boston area, I actually saw this. See, as long as all the crabs are down in the bottom of the bucket, then everything is fine. There's no fighting among them, even though they're walking all over each other in that small little space. But the moment that one of the crabs tries to climb out of that bucket, then all the other crabs join together, reach up, grab him, and pull him back down in the bucket with the rest of them. Now, this is the part that really gets me. Because now when a different crab tries to escape to freedom, his buddies, from 5 minutes ago, are now attacking him. Now, eventually one of the crabs did make his way out, and he let nothing get in his way. Very often, we do too. I wrote this story to encourage you to choose and surround yourself with people who want to do well and want to see you do well too. This world is a noisy place, and not everything is worth listening to, nor should we. I believe that if we surround ourselves with people who don't want to do anything good with their life, then sooner or later we won't either. People who speak and treat us cruelly, always talking bad about us or trying to keep us in that bucket, we just need to leave those people alone. They can stunt our growth, even destroy who we really are. In one of my stories, The Product, I wrote about how where we live can change us, even control our lives. It is my belief that once we find the desire and the courage to get out of our bucket, that we might have to fight our way out too. It might not be easy, so it might take a few times. But like I say at the end of all of my stories, we must never give up. If we hang around with successful people, encouraging people, kind people, hopeful people, then maybe some of what they have might just rub off on us. In another one of my stories, The Power of an Encouraging Word, I wrote about how kind words grow us and others and help us when we have doubts and fears. If we surround ourselves with winners, then we give ourselves a chance to learn from them the how and the what that they did to achieve success. If we want to, we have the chance to do what they did in our own life. Winners win, losers lose. Simple statement. Or is it? We can better our chance of success when we surround ourselves with positive people, good people, people who will encourage you to be the best you can be. So I ask you, who is around you? Who and what do you choose to listen to? To God be the glory. And never give up. Love and peace.